Hi YouTube, it's Amy coming to you tonight, like super late, with a video on something that happened to me this week. It was kind of nasty, kind of crazy, but ended pretty well. So, one thing about me is I love Target. I go there maybe 3 to 4 times a week. I get anything from baby diapers to some groceries. And we live super close to a Target, so it's convenient for us if we're out of something or if I'm just out and about and I have to go pick something up, to go into Target. Well, the other night, I'm sorry, there's something in my hair. So the other night, I want to say it was today's Friday, Wednesday night. Had to run in Target. My son needed something for school, and I needed frozen strawberries for my shakes that I'm doing. Well, anyway, on my way around, I found this doll baby that was seasonal. It was Easter, and it is a wee baby Stella. I don't know if anybody's familiar with them. They're these super cute plush dolls, great for small kids like 1-year-olds. Actually, my daughter got one for Christmas, and we've been really happy with it. She's very lightweight. She loves to put it in her stroller and push it around. So I saw this doll, and she had a cute little bunny outfit on, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And Target just a few months back started carrying the brand, and the brand is the Manhattan Toy Company, which I love the Manhattan Toy Company. We've ordered before they were even in Target. My daughter has several stuffed animals from them. She has the wee baby Stella. She has a favorite unicorn that we've gotten from them. Sorry, because I do have 2 dogs in here. They're little Poms. And so if you hear them, they're over here wrestling. Core. So anyway, so I see this doll, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get her. Surprise baby girl with her. So I buy her, no issue. I leave her on the kitchen counter the evening. Baby girl's asleep. And the next morning, everybody gets up. Hubby goes to work. Older son goes to school. And so it's just her and I. And I want to surprise her with the doll. So after breakfast, I'm like, come in the living room. I've got a surprise for you. So she comes waddling, and she's 16 months, and she is obsessed with baby dolls. Babies. When we go into a store, it's baby. Well, anyway, I'm like, come in the living room. I've got a surprise for you. So I show her the doll, and she is laughing, and she actually goes, super cute. She's excited. So her little baby stroller's in the kitchen. So I'm like, go get your stroller so we can put baby in it. So she goes, waddles in the kitchen, comes back with her stroller. Well, I'm opening the Stella doll up, and I get to the part where you need to pull the cardboard to cut the plastic from the back, and the bottom of the box is full of mouse droppings. Maybe rat droppings. They were pretty big. So I freak out. So I get my toddler away, and I'm like, oh my gosh, don't touch her. So she's crying. She doesn't understand what's going on. I take the doll baby with the packaging. She goes on the front porch. Some of the droppings fell on the floor, so I had to run and get the broom and the dustpan and get that up. I've got my toddler that's crying, baby. I'm disgusted because my hands were all in the box. So I'm in the kitchen washing my hands with hot water. In the living room, we have hardwood floors, wiping the floors up where the mouse droppings had hit the floor. And at this point, I'm super upset. I'm super upset for my child because, she's upset and she doesn't understand. So I'm heartbroken there. Second reason I'm upset is I just bought this brand new toy for a 1-year-old that is loaded with mouse poop. And we all know mice are disgusting. They carry diseases. And I'm just disgusted. So anyway, I end up calling my husband at work. Just kind of telling him. So he's like, what? So he calls Target and talks to a manager. They're really nice. They said to come on in, and I wanted to go in with my husband, so I had to wait for him to get off work for the evening. So they were like, come in, ask for manager, we'll get everything situated. So the phone call went fine. Well, anyway, my husband gets off work. We go up to Target, and we go up to, so I got the doll wrapped, because I'm disgusted. I didn't even want to put it in the cart to push it to customer service. And I wouldn't let any of the kids hold it. It was in plastic bag. Well, anyway, we get to the customer service desk, and there's this young teenage girl working, and we're like, yeah, we're here to speak to so-and-so, a manager. And she goes, oh, okay. She was like, are you the guys with the mice droppings? And we're like, wow, we see that the word has spread. So she ends up calling that manager, and that manager happened to be on break, which is fine. So we were like, we don't mind talking to any other manager. So they bring this gentleman up, and the girl looks at him, and she's like, they're the ones with the... So he's like, oh, okay. He's like, so what's going on? So I kind of told him the story, bought it last night, didn't give it to her this morning, and I proceed to take the doll and rip the bag open, and I show him the bottom, and he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, that is disgusting. He takes the entire doll with the plastic, puts her in the trash. He's like, I'm super, super sorry. I cannot believe this. He was just as disgusted as we were, to find that in a baby toy. So he was like, well, let me help you guys. I want to start off by giving you guys a full refund. We gave him the receipt and all that, put the money back on the card. Well, then he's like, well, do you want another doll? And I was like, I don't think so. And he goes, well, we would like to make it up to, your daughter. And she was sitting right there. He was like, we would love to give her a doll. Is there another one, a different one back there? He said, because they come in shipments of 4, this could have been just a shipment thing. And he was like, we want to give it to you for free. And I was like, if we get another doll, is there any way you can open it here? I just don't want to bring it in my house. So he's like, that's absolutely fine, whatever. So they go back in the back, and they find a baby Stella, and it's actually in a deluxe edition box, so it's more expensive than the one we had gotten. And it was in a different section of the store, and it came in a different shipment, in a different time as well, because these dolls I had seen, they had been out around Christmas time, so they had been in the store for a while. So, he goes to open the box, and you could tell he's like really freaked out, but luckily there was nothing in the box. So he ended up bringing it out, which $0 and all this, and we gave it to our daughter, and again he apologized. And from a standpoint from us, it wasn't, I know these things happen, but it's almost like, oh my gosh, maybe the packaging should be a little different, just for the future, because I understand warehouses you do run into mice and things like that, I'm sure, but there was no way to see that on the actual product unless you went into the the bottom of the box to cut the plastic off from the doll's feet. So Target did really well. I did tell Target, I was like, I'm going to reach out to Manhattan Toy Company. I've been a customer there for several years. And he even said, he was like, he doesn't think that's a bad idea. So I ended up emailing Manhattan Toy Company last night. And I just told them, I was like, we really love your products and all this. And this is kind of what happened. And told them how Target handled it really well. And how Target, I feel like, represents the Manhattan Toy Company really well. And well, I ended up getting an email I did it last night, went to sleep, and woke up, and I had email sitting there. And actually, the gentleman that emailed was super, super sweet. He just was like, because I sent pictures as well, of the doll and then of the feces. He just was super apologetic and, just apologized, and he was happy that Target, handled the situation, and he even was like, please, is there anything we can do? I mean, could you please let your daughter pick out a couple accessories for the new doll, and it'll be on us. Just send me their numbers or whatever. So we got to go on their website, and we picked out 2 items that go with the doll, and Manhattan Toy Company is going to send it to us for free, which I thought that was really great, especially because I am a longtime customer of theirs, and I feel like their customer service was very speedy, and it was sincere. And even Target, for Target to be a chain, I was really surprised at how well we were treated and how a legit concern, especially being a mom of a medically fragile toddler. My concern was a concern for them. So that made the whole process, really nice. I wasn't looking for anything, free or whatever, because I really wasn't even going to take the doll. Just because I didn't want the same doll from the same batch, of course, because even if there wasn't feces in that one, I'm sure a rodent had ran across it, so that's what I was scared of. But, Target wanted to go over and beyond, and, I thought it was just an awesome experience, compared to some of the other experiences we've had in the past. And so, needless to say, I have a happy little 1-year-old that's sleeping in her crib with her little ballet wee baby Stella, and you have a happy mom and a happy consumer that will still continue to support both Target and the Manhattan Toy Company. And actually today, I ordered her the twin set of dolls from the Manhattan Toy Company. So I just think they were both really great companies, and they handled the situation really well. I just thought that it was kind of a weird story and not what you expected to find. So I just wanted to share with you guys. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe and tap the bell. And I will see you next time. Bye.